How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with Mystery Beer's son. Who doesn't love a good mystery beer? I know I do. So let's dive into it. What do we have there? A little bit of paper towel, mostly your sweet, delicious flavor adding. That adds flavor. Blue Panthers tape. There we go. What are mystery beers? Mystery beers are sent to me by people. Oh, who would have thunk it? People send me mystery beers. I crack them open. I drink them. I talk about them. Then I unveil them. This one comes courtesy of Sean. Thank you very much, brother. He sent me off a big box of whodunits and some not so whodunits. So I appreciate it, brother. Can't do these without people. So, you know, if you ever want to send me beers, send me mystery beers, because I can't do them without help. Need to help. Help me help you love the mystery beers. Anyway, what do we have here? Man, I actually don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, it's a bit too brown, a bit too dark to be, you know, an IPA. It's not dark enough to be a Belgian. It kind of looks like iced tea, you know, index finger, you know, just off-white head, infinite creaminess. Pretty uniform bubbles, sans a couple stragglers. I mean, but yeah, she just doesn't really register as far as looking like anything specific. If I, you know, gun to my head, if somebody's attempted a Belgian, you know, but even there, it could be a Bière de Garde, it could be a bunch of different things. Bière de Garde in a can, that'll happen. Anyway, let's get a nose. I think this is somebody's IPA, to be honest with you. Am I getting a big, huge IPA nose on it? Not really, but I'm getting this, like, ghost of hops past thing. This old, aged kind of hops thing with a little bit of soft caramel. Kind of some old schoolish kind of IPAs. Kind of lean that direction with a little bit of time and a little bit of heat, but yeah, I don't know, man. There's hops in there. I don't know how much, whether we're verging in the IPA realm, but really, soft caramel, a little bit of old school tannic, a little bit of tea-like vibe kind of hops in there, and that's pretty much it. I still can't tell you what it is based off the nose. It's almost like it reminds me of like a 21st Amendment beer, like one of those fireside chat kind of things, like a hoppy brown ale kind of thing. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah. Watery, thin. There's a big nut character to it. There's an aged kind of old hop thing going on. Yeah, there's definitely a hop presence to it. There's a soft kind of caramel, brown sugar vibe to it. There's a bit of bittering, and there's like a nutty malt to it. Yeah. I have no idea what this is. Again, it still reminds me of somebody's kind of, it's like a hopped up brown ale. Yeah, it's not registering any kind of style. It's actually, I don't think it is a style. But if I was going to kind of guess at it, it would be somebody's version of a hopped up brown. I really hope this isn't somebody's like IPA. Because if that's the case, you missed the mark completely. It tastes like it's not getting a ton of wet paper, but it's almost like there's oxidation in it with a can. I mean, that can happen, but yeah. It could be somebody's like version of a Belgian, or somebody's version of like a barley wine light, like American strong ale. That's probably what it's going to be, like American strong ale or some kind of like generic catch-all. But yeah, watery. A little bit of soft caramel with a little bit of toasted brown sugar, a spicy herbally hop presence, done and done. Like I said, it reminds me of a 21st Amendment beer, just the way the vibes kind of come off. But man, we'll see what's what. Oh, it's a Licking Hole Creek beer. Okay, kind of peek that in there real quick. He's from down that way, Virginia way, Sean is, so it kind of makes sense. I'm just curious to see what they call this, because this is just an odd one. Okay. I guess, you know what I mean? It's their Scarlet Honey. This is a hoppy red ale with estate honey. Okay. What do we have in the back here? It says, who cares? Obviously you care. Thank you for being here, being a, excuse me, burps, being a bee hero. Over 75% of America's nutrition is pollinated by bees. A portion of the proceeds of this scarlet honey go to protecting Virginia's bee population through responsible ecological farming practices. So with every sip, you can taste that sweet nectar of doing good. Beer Power, Virginia Farm Brewery, like a whole creek. So, I mean, sure, Hoppy Red Ale. I kind of danced around that a little bit. The honey portion of the show, I missed that. I can get it. Honey and beer doesn't really come off, at least to me, like honey and like just straight honey. Like if you're gonna feed me honey, it tends to come off a little bit buttery, a little bit of almost like rum buttery. I always called it like and there's like a texture to it. We get a little bit of fattiness in the beer, so it comes off a little bit buttery, not diacetyl like, but how. And this is again going deep into my palate and my psyche. Rum comes off this kind of pseudo buttery flavor to me. That's the way honey comes off in beer for me. That kind of weird butteriness. Like I said, it has this kind of oily slickness. I don't really get that oily slickness in here, but I do get that little bit of subtle kind of like, not diacetyl butter, but some kind of butteriness. And then you just get that hoppiness and that rich kind of maltiness. Just not for me. You know, I can get down with honey-based beers. I can get down with kind of spicy, hoppy red ale. But this is more of a hoppy brown, and it just kind of misses the mark for me, especially in the mouthfeel front. But yeah, unique. You know what I mean? But not necessarily unique does not necessarily mean good. So yeah, it's kind of a not a winner for me. Let's put it that way. So yeah, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better hoppy red ales I've had as of late? No. Value and availability? No idea. Maybe Sean could chime in and leave you with, if you like what, well, you like this. If you like honey, you like hops, and you like brown ales or red ales, and you like bees, because bees are awesome. So that's the best thing about this. Proceeds go to bees. Very kind of bee positive myself. You know, I used to be deathly afraid of bees. But one of my buddies who now works at a brewery, but we used to do beer reviews and stuff like that together, Joe from NAPA Beer Reviews, now defunct. He has a bunch of bees in his backyard. Hanging out with him, it's kind of cured me of my bee habit because his dad had a bunch of beehives. So, bee habit, I mean bee fear. So yeah, there you go. You would help bees if you bought a can of this. So do that just for the sake of helping some bees out. But if you expect some... Actually, you know what? That's weird because I shouldn't say anything because I'm like, if you bought this expecting a hoppy red ale with a bit of honey in it, you're kind of going to get close to that. Just know that that's what you like, and you're going into it understanding the flavor profile you're going to get from the beer because, yeah, just doesn't really do it for me. Not my kind of beer. Let's put it that way. So there you go. Another review in the books down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. Hopefully enjoying a nice honey-based bee-worthy beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.